and using all the lanes to get around here as we continue on here on Slauson. I've seen Andrews is ahead. Western will be the next major we come through, but he is just flying the mail, just weaving through traffic, trying to continue on. Just continuing on here, and he's just going as fast as he can allow. Traffic in area will allow. Now he's coming up on a red light, stopped traffic, got a vehicle just hooked to the left out in front of him, and got around that, and now cleared through this intersection, and then it looks like he's going to work his way through there. So that was Slauson and Arlington he just went through as we work our way on. But you can see his speeds running at about 60 miles an hour here as he passes traffic, and so it's very dangerous is what he can really do here. It's a lot of cars down here he's dealing with, but he's getting enough speed is going through here. And so with this speed, we always have the chance of the T-bone accident, at these intersections. He comes through, folks are just driving along, not minding their own business. And then right now, as he comes through, as he continues on, and his guys just get hit in the side as they go through these intersections. But it really is dangerous the way this guy is driving. And now it looks like LAPD has completely backed off on the ground. I'm looking back for a air unit. Air unit cancel off, so the air unit's out of the pursuit, and he's all by himself now, making this northbound turn as we work our way back up into the Crenshaw area as he works along. You see West Boulevard. He just came off of Slauson, and they have gone into complete. They basically come off this pursuit. LAPD is no longer in pursuit of the suspect. And we see this more and more now as the days go along. LAPD will let a pursuit go. They had one this morning that started off with the sheriffs. They went down to Long Beach, and after about 45 minutes, they decided we're not chasing them anymore, and they gave up on the pursuit. Now, he just turned on 54th Avenue here from west, and he's in this neighborhood with absolutely no police cars around him. And we're going to try to do our best to get out of his windshield so he doesn't see us, because we're talking with LAPD in a safety meeting not too long ago, and they were asking us, hey, once we go into surveillance mode or we bail off the pursuit, can you guys, bail off too? Well, we explained to them that wasn't in an option for us, but we're gonna do what our can to get out of the way so they don't see us. But unfortunately, I'm right at his door now as he drives past us. But he has no units anywhere around him as he kind of goes to this little residential area that'll take him back up to Slauson, I believe. Or anyway, so we're going to continue on here and watch him from Sky 5 and kind of move out of the way and try to get out of his window so he doesn't know we're here. But we'll bring you the latest on this tonight with this pursuit and how it ends here on KTLA. So let me send it back down to you, Micah. I lost track of him on the ground. Yeah. Where's that roof? All right, KTLA.com. We're back with you here, T. Timlin and Colton Von Pertz. In this pursuit here, we're northbound on La Cienega through Stalker right now of a stolen vehicle, and is just really going through some real tough areas for us in the helicopter. LAPD has completely backed off this pursuit and are no longer chasing it on the ground nor in the air. So as we continue on here, northbound La Cienega, coming down into Southwest Division is where this all started. Anyway, so coming down through here, so it's just been a very high-speed pursuit through the area. It's been very tough for us in the helicopters to stay with it, but it's, once again, that's what we do here in LA. Along with these pursuits here, very high speeds through some very congested areas on the ground and in the air. So as we continue down the hill here, coming up through Blair Hills, north end of our northeast corner of Culver City. Yeah, I got you there. 9, no problem, thank you. As we go under, at 7, sorry. I got 4 up ahead of you, and 9 out my door. So as we continue down La Cienega, this will take us down into Southwest Division again, down into what the LAPD calls the Dawns, because all the streets down here start with the word Dawn, and to see if he turns into that area, but so bring him back down a little further. But La Cienega going through Bowcroft, and as we work our way along, it's going to be down into the Santa Monica area airspace, but we're still in the South LA area, Southwest Division, as he comes through trying to push his way through this traffic, as you can see. Once again, a stolen vehicle. LAPD was in pursuit of it. As we continue down here, coming up towards the 10 freeway, La Cienega will take him right to the 10 freeway. So once again, LAPD has backed off this pursuit, and we're just kind of holding up high here, staying away where the driver can't see us. And to maybe, hopefully, Sky will just get out of this stolen vehicle and take off running. As we turn to the west on Jefferson, as we work our way through Jefferson here, it's making a whip around again underneath the Metrolink train line. And now on National as we work our way through here. Okay, trying to pick him out of the crowd down there. So one thing about these pursuits, once they go into surveillance mode, it's really tough for us to be able to pick this thing up because we don't have police cars down there, and we're up so high. It's sometimes hard to pick the car up, but Colton Von Pertz doing a great job with the camera as we continue on here. On National, going to pass back underneath the Metrolink line, and this will take us up towards Culver Boulevard, and then on to the 10 freeways. We wait for it to come around this little turn. Actually, this is going to be, Culver, and then right through that intersection, fighting through the red light, and then continuing north on National. Now turning on Venice Boulevard to the west. Continuing on west on Venice Boulevard. Still kind of pushing his way through traffic. And Venice Boulevard is a pretty major thoroughfare through Culver City, West LA here. And the traffic usually is pretty heavy, but because of the lack of folks going to work, you can see him just whipping back and forth. There's very little traffic here, so he's kind of forcing his way. There's pedestrians, car trying to make a turn. He's forcing his way through it. So right now it's continuing here west on Venice Boulevard, coming up the next intersection. Main Street's coming through here, and also Overland will be the next major he comes through. Anyways, we continue on here on Venice Boulevard, coming up to Overland. We'll see which way he goes when he hits Overland. But, he's just kind of weaving his way through traffic. We're staying way behind him. It's not to tip off that we're here, but obviously it doesn't look like it's helping out a lot. Once again, the police department is back completely off. This pursuit, they're letting it just run. It's a stolen vehicle. It started in Southwest Division about 45 minutes ago. And this is pretty much what LAP or what the police departments in the Southland have been doing. And as a former police officer, I don't blame them because of the way the judicial system is set up now with the zero bail and letting everybody out and not taking people into custody and keeping them. There's no sense of chasing a stolen vehicle that is basically a property crime and putting people in harm's way. I don't blame them one bit because a situation like this is there's not really too much that happens at the end. They just are taken into custody, given a citation, and released. So unfortunately, these people have no regard for anybody else on the roadway. Going through Sepulveda, it'll take us underneath the 405 freeway and back down towards the west end of Culver City. So I don't blame them one bit. If you're wondering why the police aren't chasing, all right, I got you. If you're wondering why there's no police cars chasing them or why they would do that, it's just because of that. There is no reason until they figure out exactly what's going on. There with a stolen vehicle, you never know what's in the vehicle, what the suspect did. Is there a crime involved other than the stolen vehicle? Did he just rob somebody? Did he kidnap somebody in the car? But they were able to tell there was nobody in the car. Now we're coming to a stop here because of traffic. And so we'll see what he does when he gets here. Eyes holding. And we're going to hold back here. I want to stay behind him so he doesn't see us the best we can. I'm sure he has an idea we're here because he went right underneath us at one point. So like I said, going through McLaughlin here, working his way west on Venice Boulevard. Once again, a stolen vehicle out of Southwest Division LAPD has been going on now for about 45 minutes. And this stolen Forester working its way through traffic here west on Venice Boulevard. And so right now, basically, it's just media ships overhead watching it and seeing where he ends up. So hopefully he gets to a place that he wants to go and gets out, takes off, and lets the vehicle just sit. They'll just come and recover it. But right now, still continuing west on Venice Boulevard. Let's see, going on Centinela will be the major he's going to go through right there. So he's going to run out of roadway here not too long. Just Venice Boulevard goes right down to the beach at Venice Beach, of course, and see if he makes any changes in direction here. But eventually he's going to have to do that. But continuing on here, working his way around. Luckily, it's got a large center divider here, so he can't get too much on the wrong side of the road until he gets to the intersection, and we don't want that to happen. No, he's below you, down. He's right in there. There he is. As we continue on Venice Boulevard here, coming down into the Venice area, Marina del Rey, going through Beethoven, and he's kind of working his way around slower traffic. Like I said, it's really tough for us in the air to keep track of this from such a high altitude. It's only a single vehicle, no police cars around it, so Colton doing a great job hanging on to it because everything looks the same up here, as you see. SUVs all look the same. Yeah, Walgrove, we just went through. Does the map work on stream? Does the map work on stream? All right, let's pop up the map, Holt, and see. Oh, that's right. All right, never mind. We'll leave it off because they want a clean feed to the station. So I'll just let you know where he's at as he works his way down here. We're coming up on Lincoln, which is the major here. He's been on Lincoln a couple times today on this pursuit, so or now following. So he's stuck in traffic here, right at Superior and Venice Boulevard. Well, one of the questions we just received on Facebook Live here from this pursuit, what do you think is going to happen when it stops? Well, what we do, if we're still with it, we'll kind of follow him, and see where he goes, and if he goes into a residence, we'll let LAPD know what resident he went into, also where the stolen vehicle is, so they can come recover the car. So if we stick with it long enough, we'll direct LAPD. And plus, I'm on a frequency with LAPD to where I can tell them where the car is at, and they're monitoring where we're at. We have tracking devices on our helicopters, and they can see where we're at, and they can watch us on the stream just like you are. So we'll help out LAPD kind of recover this car for whoever it belongs to. And if we can find a suspect for them, we'll find a suspect for them. I got you there, sir. I'm going to hold on this side of Lincoln for you. All right. As we come around here, northbound Lincoln, now we got to deal with the departures out of Santa Monica Airport as he works his way here north on Lincoln. I got pedestrians here on skateboards. He's kind of gone through that red light. Santa Monica Air Traffic Flight of 4 crossing the extended center line, runway 12. At TV5, Flight of 4 helicopters passing extended center line, runway 12. And we're continuing north on Lincoln here, crossing extended center line. We're all at 1,000 above. All right, sorry, 2-1. All right. Now we're yeah, I got him out there. I couldn't tell where he was. Five's got both of you up here on the north side. There, as we continue on here, head down towards the beach. This will put us down into the Venice proper, and see what happens when he gets down here. Looks like it's getting a little too close to him. Let me back off just a bit. Did he? Oh, there is a passenger. Oh. See, like at 9 o'clock? All right. Five's going to hold up here to the north. Got you guys. All right. Five's going to hold here and let it go by us. All right, so we're just kind of cruising through the neighborhoods here on 4th Street. Yeah, see where he ends up, but he's in these trees here. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll get in the trees and bail out of the trees, man, and take off. But there you go. Get the exhaust gas out of the way. See if maybe get a plate off that. Be right behind us. Somebody's right behind us, right? Five just going to pedal turn here around at 1300. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Seven, you're out behind me, right? Okay. All right, there you are. It looked like he might have stopped underneath the door open. No, he's still in there. Okay. Well, as we continue on here, 4th Street, Ocean Park is where we're at. He sees just kind of real slow here on this Santa Monica. So we'll kind of keep an eye on him, see what he does. But once he hits these trees, it's really tough to keep track of him here. Still continuing here northbound on 4th. Once again, just kind of keeping track of him here as he goes. We want to let him get by me here. Hopefully I can get behind him again so he doesn't see us. Right now, luckily he's driving very calmly as we work our way here north on 4th Street. Just went through the Strand. There's some pedestrians there. Okay, he's going to get traffic circle here. See where he ends up. Continuing on. Working our way towards the 10 freeway here on 4th Street. Now on the brakes. Got a red light here. Going to punch through that red light. There he goes, punching through. There's your suspect. He's just cruising at regular speeds here, about 35 miles an hour. You come up the intersection here. That's punching through that red light. And you're going to go across the 10 freeway. A lot of traffic coming off the westbound 10. Comes up here on 4th Street. He's right over the top of the 10 freeway, holding for traffic. And now we're a pretty good distance away from him into the sun, so I'm sure at this point he can't see us because of the angle of the sun. So I'm doing my best to stay out of his vision. Because once again, I was saying on a safety meeting we had with LAPD last month, they were asking that if we have a pursuit like this to try to get out of the way and let, once they go surveillance or once they let him go to, get out of the way and hopefully he'll stop. So trying to position Sky 5 in a way that where he can't see us. So I'm keeping a very long eye on him. That's why we got to get behind these buildings here. So we may pop out on us here as we work our way along. Slide over here. Once you get these buildings here, it's really difficult to keep track of him. There he is. Colton Von Perch doing a great job on camera as we work our way through the very congested area of Santa Monica. And we're still on 4th Street coming up through Arizona right there. And he just turned westbound. Hey, westbound on Wilshire. I was taking him right back down to the beach. Right underneath us here. 5's just giving a pedal turn to the right here. I got both of you. Drop it behind it. All right, going down the California incline is where he's headed. This will put him on to PCH. Highway 1, right along the beach. Okay. Got you coming, 7. Down at the bottom of the incline here. He's at the bottom of the incline if you can't see him. And push it through, continuing north. North on Highway 1. Now once he gets up in this area, he's got Sunset up ahead of us here. It's one way he can turn in. And once past that, it's not a lot of big streets to run on. So we'll see what he's... Yeah, he's northbound. Just I'll get you here in a second. Yeah, he's going to come up to the second signal up here. The bus, he's going to be behind. Okay. Now we continue on here north on Highway 1. They're calling this Palisades Beach Road, but it's actually Pacific Coast Highway. So continuing on here, it's a very slow rate of speed. Number 2 lane. And going to come up on stop traffic here. I believe this is going to be Sunset. So once again, if you're just joining us on KTLA.com, it's Tim Lennon, Colton Von Pertz on camera following a stolen vehicle here. LAPD was in pursuit of this just about an hour ago. And finally, because of speeds and things of that sort, to where it's getting a little bit too dangerous, they decided to let go and stop chasing this vehicle. And they've been doing that a lot. All the Southern California agencies have pretty much been taking that method to where they're just not going to chase people in stolen vehicles anymore. And like I said, being a former police officer for 30 years, I can understand it. It's a property crime. And with our current bail situation and the way custody situation, they don't spend any time in jail. So once they get caught, they basically get a citation. And after identified, let them go. So right now, he's just passing the bus, Evan, if you haven't got him. Anyway, so as we continue on here, north on PCH, and so we're going to stick with it here and see what happens. A lot of traffic on PCH this afternoon. It's a Friday afternoon here, and a lot of folks heading out of town, head back up towards Malibu. So now he's committed here on PCH. Not a lot of places for him to go. A couple canyon roads up ahead of him that he can turn up the canyons. Otherwise, he's on PCH. So once again, it's pursuit, stolen vehicle out of LAPD. We're running along here at 52 miles an hour, pretty much traffic speed. Now, he's not really whipping by anybody. He's just kind of holding it. We're doing whatever we can to stay out of his window so he doesn't see us. We're staying really high, too, because I'm trying to get him to, hopefully he'll think nobody's around him and he'll just get out of the car. But at this point, in this neighborhood, not too many places for him to go up here. In the Palisades right now, so unless he lives up here, there's not too many places for him to go. 5's come to a stop. All right.
Two hours later.
Okay, almost down the west side or south side here. Do we find on a scanner yet? Right. Okay. Yeah. And good evening to folks watching on KTLA.com, streaming on Facebook Live as well. You're part two of our pursuit. This is the same vehicle we were chasing earlier, allowed him to go up into Ventura, and Ventura CHP picked him up, and now we have West Valley CHP. We're in pursuit. We're on the 118 freeway approaching the 405 freeway. Stolen Forester, and like I said, this right here. This thing started a long time ago over in southwest Los Angeles. We took it all around and up PCH, and we let go of it as it entered Ventura County. And then the CHP decided to take over the pursuit, or pick up on the pursuit, after about an hour of nobody on it, just media. But right now, just went through the 405 freeway, still eastbound on the 118 freeway, approaching the 5. Coming into Arleta. And so as we continue on here, high rate of speed, we're at about 100 and looks like about 108 miles an hour here on the 118 freeway. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. That's 4. As we approach the 5 freeway, you'll see what he does here. And coming up to the interchange, holding those left lanes, and that'll keep him on the 118. And once he passes the 5 freeway, the next freeway will be the 210. So we're just cooking along here, 106 miles an hour as I just looked. Look how low he is. Still continuing on the 118 freeway, coming up to Glen Oaks. Still cooking along here at 96 miles an hour right now, as we can see from our speedometer on our tracking map. Let's see what he does. It's right, the 118 dead ends up here at the 210, and so we'll have to see which direction he decides on. Right now, he's holding the left lanes, which will take him on the westbound 210, and now he's crossing over. Getting over into the right lanes, and that's gonna looks like it'll be the westbound 210. So as we make the loop here, 9, I'm gonna come join you on your side. I'll come in behind you. It's okay. You going on the north side? All right. I mean, it's your 7 o'clock now. No problem. As we now pick up the westbound 210, taking us up to San Fernando, city of San Fernando. It'll take us up to Sylmar as well. So right now, very high rate of speed on here, about 85 miles an hour. CHP in pursuit from West Valley. And yeah, coming up on a construction zone here. We're looking to narrow down the roadway here, the slow traffic down. He's coming into it pretty hot. Inside the cones, hitting the cones here as he comes up to this construction zone, pushing right through there. And oh man, I hope he gets up. Zero right around that Caltrans crew. Oh man, and blowed right through the cone line. And now he's continuing on here. Luckily, he got out of there and pulled out before. But unfortunately, once he gets inside those cones, that's where the workers are, and that's just very, very dangerous for those guys working. Now using the right shoulder as we go through, I believe that was Paxton we just went through, as we continue on here on the westbound 210. And we're continuing on here north on the 210 freeway. Going to make the turn through Sylmar here. Once we make this bend, we'll be back towards the 5 freeway, to the 210-5 interchange. And if we take our north on the 5 freeway, we'll see what happens there. But right now, it's just high speed on the freeway here, holding the single lane. He went through that. Right, sure, I'll stay behind you. As we continue on here, we'll keep an eye on him as he went through that Caltrans closure. It got inside the cones. That was very, very dangerous, and thank goodness he got through there without clipping any workers, because they work inside those cones, and he was going right through them. So luckily nobody was out there. But continuing on now through the on the westbound 210, just coming through. I believe this is Glen Oaks up here again, and then now we're going to be coming up to the 5 freeway. We're approaching Yarnell. This is the next road we're going across. Still at a very high rate of speed, up in the high 90s. But I don't know. Yep. And you get he's committed for the northbound 5. Got you 9. You can do whatever you want. I'll stay back here. And now continuing up the Newhall Pass on the 5 freeway. We have the 14 here he could take, or he can stay on the northbound 5. See what he does. You see he's going on the, looked like he might be taking the 14 here. But he's holding that side unless he moves over, gets over that dotted line. There he goes. Now we're going north 5 freeway. parted and let him go. At that point, there was no police officers on him or CHP following him. But eventually, once he got into Ventura, CHP from Ventura picked him up, and now West Valley CHP is on him. West Valley CHP has taken over from that. Now they're getting ready to do a swap over to the Newhall office of CHP, and that's what CHP does. They will switch it off from office to office. So they have areas of responsibility on the freeways, and then what they do is as they come out of the West Valley division, then they go up here to the Newhall division. They'll take over, and then we continue on right up 5 freeway. And should we continue up the Grapevine, then the Fort Tejon office will take over. So I'm surprised this guy still has gas. This has been going for quite a while. 2 hours, more than 2 hours this guy's been going. And so we'll see what happens here. So if you took off a full tank, this little Forester gets some good gas mileage, and he's really on it now. Earlier in the pursuit, he was 100 plus on some surface streets. That's why LAPD got off of it and just let it go. At that point, no one else would want to take over. But once you hit the freeways up there in Ventura, CHP decided to take over and to pick it up and continue on. At 100 miles an hour, approaching or just past New Calgrove, coming up to, let's see what the next ramp is here. In fact, I think he's approaching Calgrove. And Lyons is getting off on Lyons. Getting off on Lyons here. Off at Lyons 10. As we come Sheriff Ship 10's coming in. Five's coming to a stop. Back northbound 5 from Lyons. As we continue now back onto the 5 freeway, conversing with the LAPD and also Sheriff's Department on their way, coming out here to take over this pursuit from the air. But as we continue on here, back on the 5, got off at Lyons, made that little quick turn. Anyway, and then turned around, so we're continuing on now, heading up towards Magic Mountain for the folks who live up here in the area. Coming up to McBean. Number 1 lane. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he's coming from the East LA interchange. Yeah, CHP is about East LA interchange now on our way up. Yeah, that was TV5 advising you about the CHP unit. He's back about the East LA interchange. All right. Is that CHP 52 TV5 102? As we continue now, coming up, coming up. Okay, Newhall Ranch Road is the next area we're coming to. And as we continue north on the 5 freeway here, approaching the 126, if he continues up the 5 freeway, it's going to be tough for us. It'll be tough for us to follow him too far up the hill. I still have enough visual reference to the ground. I can go up a ways, but with night falling, it's very difficult for us to fly up in the mountains, on these pursuits, because you lose ground reference, which is very important for flying helicopters up here. When you get down low around the dirt, you want to be able to see it. So we'll kind of stick with it as long as we can. But right now, coming up to the 126 will be the overpass. You see him go under. And right there. And now we're heading up into Lake. We have. Anyway, then continuing now, here past the 126, coming up to the Lake Castaic area. This will take us north on the 5, or through the Grapevine. But once again, a stolen vehicle started about a little over 2 hours ago, down by the Coliseum, wound all through the Southland, ended up on the highway and northbound PCH into Ventura. This LAPD stopped chasing it about Crenshaw District, and once we left, the CHP from Ventura found it on the PCH. It continued all the way up to Ventura, now back down the 118, or 101, 118, now north on the 5. So we're coming up to Hasley Canyon here as we approaching the Lake Casitas area, or Lake Castaic area. Continuing on past Parker Road. Getting off. Looks like he's getting off at Castaic here. 5's got Boki over there as he gets off. Gotta park it north of it and see which way it goes. Actually, yeah. Off at Parker Road here. Okay, yeah, going into the gas station. Through the Carl's Jr. Whipping through the gas station. Oh, he's going to stop underneath the Cadillac flag. Got you guys over there. I'm going to come back down south. All right, going to swing. Oh, he's running. I was getting out of the way. Unfortunately, stopped right underneath the overhang here. I'm going to bring Sky-Fi back around to see if I can get a clear shot at him. It sounds like just heard on the radio they're taking him into custody now. And there we go. Yep, code 4-1 in custody is what they just put out. There he is. Roger. Right in the perfect spot. Right over top of it. Well, that's an eventful ending to a very, very long pursuit here of this stolen Forester. Coming to the end here on Parker Road in custody. On pedal turn. Come on, baby. Trying to descend for you here a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotta slide a little north here. All right. He's in 438 there. My gray bale. Yeah. All right, 9, I got you. I'll pass east of you as I head back.